gonna talk to we're gonna bring it to the elders, and I'm not budging. I said, okay, you don't have to budge. You out of there, man. But then he got messed up, and he tried to get back in through way of Texas. Now this right here, if you go to the Alex Jones channel, or you go to YouTube and you put Harry Lennox, Alex Jones, that's what I put in, and I listened to this interview, man. The channel is Alex. You got the Alex Jones channel, which is the official channel of Alex Jones. Then you got another channel called Alex Jones. All right, 2 words. In other words, it's not all together as one word. It's 2 words. And this was put up March 27, 2014. And the name of the title of the YouTube video is "Actor Harry Lennox Trained Obama to Act Presidential 10 years before the 2008 election." And it's actually him on that show. I couldn't believe they put this guy on the show. But I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna speak. Bring the mic to my mouth. See it? There it is, right there. Actor Harry Lennox trained Obama to act presidential 10 years before the 2008 election. And the channel is Alex Space Jones. So y'all see that? Now I'm gonna listen to it later again.
You niggas just as simple as you can be. Y'all just as simple as you can be. You just as simple as you can be. Okay? Well, like I said, what's the relevance in that anyway? Where's the edification in that for the elect? Yahweh Shah, man.
There's no edification. There's no edification, man.
This is 1 Peter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and sinner appear? Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit the keeping of their souls to him in well-doing, as unto a faithful Creator. And that well-doing is following the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, following the doctrine that we've been taught, and going out into the highways and byways faithfully, and doing this work unto the end, hoping and praying for the mercy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. It's that simple. We don't have to go ahead and do too much. And we have a term in Chicago of doing DTM, doing too much. And we seem like there's always somebody doing too much. Yeah, all you got to do is follow the Spirit and follow the will of the Lord and stay in your place. The Lord will exalt you in due time. Right now is no time for any of us to be exalted. The exaltation is going to happen when Yahweh Shai exalts us up on them chariots. And Lord will, it's us, and we receive a crown, like they said in 2nd Esdras.
Can you go back to 1 Timothy 4:1? Baba Kushaka, I want to read some more of that, because that a lot of that hits home too, man. You got that 1 Timothy? Start from the top and just read on down a little.
1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies.
Doctrines of devils. So some of you guys that's coming up with these doctrines, guess what? You're the devil. You're the devil, man. John 8:44. Yahweh Shah was talking to niggas, man.
Speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron.
A demon. That means that your conscience seared with a hot iron means a demon is branded into your mind. The Most High actually took a spiritual branding iron and seared demons into you, man. That's what that means. And you know, once something's branded in your mind, the brand don't go away. So you guys got demons actually imprinted into your spirit, right into your mind, man.
Forbidding to marry and commanding to abstain from meats, which the Most High have created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believed and know of the truth.
Yeah, you had guys back at that time that was coming up with all kind of crazy doctrines. Paul said, look, man, if any man burn, instead of burning, marry, get you a woman. But you had guys at that time that was coming up. Those were doctrines. Look, look, brother. Everybody got to be a eunuch. You're not supposed to have, like Esau, them so-called priests, talking about You got to be celibate. The monks. That's not in the scriptures. The priests can marry, man. All right? But that's what the certain guys back then. Look, you can't have a woman. You can't. That's why Paul went into that and said, look, he said, look, I don't have a woman because I'm just so into the work. But he said, if you know, hey, but the Most High put a spirit on Paul just to be a eunuch. But Paul came back and said, look, but if a brother's burning, get you a woman. All right?
For every creature of the Most
So then you had guys saying, look, you're not supposed to eat meat. You just got to be a vegetarian. You had guys back then coming up with different bugged out doctrines. That's what Paul was going into.
For every creature of the Most
Just like now.
For every creature of the Most High is good and nothing to be refused if it is received with thanksgiving. For it is sanctified by the word of the Lord in prayer.
That is lawful according to the law.
If thou put the brethren in remembrance of these things, thou shalt be a good minister of Yahushua Mashiach, nourished up in the words of faith and of good doctrine.
Good doctrine, meaning the sound doctrine that you was taught by your elders and apostles from the beginning. Because like Apostle Tahar said, none of you guys would even be doing this thing if you didn't see us teaching, man. Okay, if you didn't see us teaching. And the same thing applies to the other camps. Even Nate, when Nate was getting on his guys, or even General Yohanan and them guys, all them guys that's following.
Nate wouldn't have been doing this, man, because Nate wasn't doing it. Even though he went on YouTube, he put on little bullshit videos here and there. And basically, when people asked him questions on the comment board, we had to come in and answer their questions because it was weak. He had that weak. Then he looked at us. Then he said, let me revamp this whole thing, man. He stepped it up, man. But there's no foundation to his thing. All like I said, the Passover, man, the IUIC gonna be destroyed, man. You gonna come to nothing, man. The Lord is not dealing with you, man. Now there may be some of you in the IUIC that might be of the elect, and the Most High will pluck you out of that fire, man. Same thing with the ISUPK. Some of you might be plucked up out of that fire, but I'm telling you, I'm looking the camera straight. I'm talking to the camera right now. All right. This is for Johanna. Johanna is a bullshit artist. Let me tell you something, man. You know how bad Polite is? Johanna is worse than Polite, man. Now, how bad can you, how much more worse can you get than that, man? That guy was a shice. I remember the nigga. The nigga was a shicer back then, man. And he a shicer now. He ain't burning up nothing no more, man. And Ricard from the GOCC and the rest of you guys, man. Most High gonna push all of you out, man. And he's going to magnify the true men of the Most High, which we believe that we are. Do you notice I didn't say we are? I said we believe that we are. You know, I might have said that in the past, but it's still a faith thing, man. It's still based upon faith. Because anybody can go off. Case in point, these cats that we getting on right now. These guys are going off, man. And we don't have no time. We are at the end of this thing. And you think we're going to play games and forgive you and hug you and all that, man? Because we know if we hug you and we let you back in, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be cool for about 6 months and them demons going to pop up again, man. It's like fucking rust. If you got rust in your car and you sand it down, you paint it, guess what? 2 years later, rust is going to come back. You gotta get that poison out. That rust is a poison, man. It's mildew, man. You got to cut that whole piece of metal out and put a new metal in, and then you got to put the rust preventer on it, and then you paint it. It won't come back, man. So that's a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. See that little thing that you brought out about then? That was a little leaven, but now it didn't blossom, man. So you know, like I said, walk on into that sunset, man. I got this one scripture. Give it right back to you. This is one of your favorite scriptures, 1 Corinthians 9:27. This is Paul speaking. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Okay? Now I got another one. Hold up. I hope I got it. Okay, yeah. I got it. This is 1 Timothy 1:18. Because Paul and them and Peter and them went through the same thing. That's why we read these scriptures. The situation that's going on now and 2 weeks ago and Alizé leaving and Isaiah leaving, we're reading out the scriptures from the book of Acts, 1 Timothy, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians. the book of Hebrews. We started the class off from the book of Hebrews. Was at Hebrew 5 and 12. All right? It says, 1 Timothy 1 and 18. This charge I commit unto the son Timothy. Timothy wasn't his real son. Timothy was his spiritual son. All right? Because Timothy came up under Paul. According to the prophecies which went before on thee, that thou by them mightest war a good warfare. So us being in this thing, we're warring a good warfare. But what war are we fighting? A spiritual war. Okay? 19. Holding faith. Those are two key words. Holding faith. So you can get the faith. Many are called, but few are chosen, man. You get the faith and you hold it. Holding faith. That's a topic right there. Holding faith. You know? One of them preachers, TV preachers might steal it. Now, this topic is holding, because they watch me say that, man. Holding faith. And I guarantee you, Creepflow going to steal this line of mine, man. And a good conscience, which some having put away concerning faith, have made shipwreck. Now that goes with that scripture that I just read in 1 Corinthians 9. 20, verse 20. Of whom he's giving, now Paul is giving Timothy an example and giving us an example. Of whom is Hymenaeus and Alexander, whom I have delivered unto Satan. That's a curse. When you deliver somebody to Satan, ain't nothing good gonna come out of you meeting Satan, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'd like to introduce you to Satan. You know, have a party. Satan's throwing a party. You invite the guy to go to his party. You push him through the door and you run. What you think Satan gonna do? He gonna take him. I ain't know what he gonna do, but he gonna take him. Whom I have delivered unto Satan, that they may learn not to blaspheme. So you guys have been delivered to Satan, that you learn that you will not blaspheme, because that's a form of blasphemy, man. Here we are doing the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and you coming up with your own shit. You're really not coming against us. You're really coming against the Most High, because you're coming against the Most High's teachers.
This is Ezekiel chapter 13 and verse 7. It says, have ye not seen a vain vision, and have ye not spoken a lying divination? Whereas ye say, the Lord saith it, albeit I have not spoken. Because that's not written in the scriptures, that Dan is the 144,000 elect, man. You know, and you guys, you ain't seen the elder selling no drugs, man. So that's a lie, man. That's a lying divination, man. Okay? It says, and my hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and that divine lies, and they shall not be in the assembly of my people, neither shall they be written in the writings of the house of Israel, neither shall they enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, man. You know? So these things happen, man. So your other brothers, man, is getting puffed up, man. That think you something, man. Think you big and bad, man. The Lord will knock you down a notch, man. Okay? You know?
I gotta say this real quick. This the Dan thing. What's this infatuation with Dan, man? What's this goddamn infatuation with this Dan? But that's been going on with the tribe of Dan, or the Aborigines of Australia, the tribe of Dan, the Irish. Look, man. The fight, that's the tribe of Dan. They're this, they're that. The Chinese are the tribe of Dan. Listen, man, when you go to Revelations, the 7th chapter, Dan is not mentioned.
Before I go to that, because as soon as you said I had it right there on deck. Now this is Revelation 1:1. It said the revelation of Yahushua, which the Most High gave unto him. So this is coming from the Most High to Yahushua down to John, to show unto his servants. Who are the servants? We are the servants. Things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. So we read out of John, which is the book of Revelation. That's one of his books. And we teach about it today, right? Now let me go to Revelation 7, right? And I'm going to jump around. I ain't going to read the whole thing.